In this video, we will show you how to configure some page properties, including hiding a page from appearing on your live site. Now let's look at changing the name of a page. Maybe you realize that the name you've created for that page is actually very long, so it's taking up a lot of room on your navigation, or maybe you kind of accidentally made a spelling mistake. In order to change the name of a page, you're just going to switch to the Form tab. And where it says document name, we can go ahead and let's shorten that to what's new. Make sure we save our changes. Remember, in order for those changes to appear on your live site, we also must publish that. So now if we go to the live site and let's do a refresh. The title of the page is now what's new. Just keep in mind, if you do change the name of a page, it does not change the hyperlink, so that will still remain as the original name. Now let's go ahead and take out some not so visual properties for your web page. So we're going to go to properties and we're going to start with general. This provides a brief breakdown of your page. Basically, it's just used for information only and you don't actually need to do any editing here. On this page, we can see who created this page and when it was created, who modified it and when it was last modified. And if you scroll down, you can even click on this live URL, which will open that page directly in a new tab. Next, let's take a look at metadata. This is where you can come in and add details which will be displayed in the organic Google search results if the page is found in a search. These settings will automatically be inherited from the root level, but you can simply uncheck that inherit and fill in those details. Note that page titles do have a positive effect on your SEO rankings. If you do need help with this, please reach out to our support team and they will be able to assist you. Let's check mark that again. And next, we're going to go to navigation. So note that if you do make a change on a web page and you didn't save those changes, you will get a pop-up asking you to either cancel to stay on that page or OK to continue. Now, since we only checked and unchecked a box, we can go ahead and click OK. Here we have Show in Navigation and Show in Sitemap. Show in Navigation means that this page is actually visible on the navigation of our website. Now, maybe you want to start working on a page whether it's only going to be shown for a seasonal basis or you're just not ready for it to be visible on the live site. You're going to uncheck Show in Navigation. So, for example, if we expand our amenities page and we scroll down, right now we currently have our ski club, and it has been published. However, if we go to our live site and we hover over amenities, we actually don't see that ski club. The reason for that, if we click on ski club itself, you can see that Show in Navigation is unchecked. So again, you can come in here and create this page and we can publish it, but we can hide it from our actual live site. Show in Sitemap is basically the index for your website if you are utilizing it somewhere within your website. Let's go back to our what's new. Then you have the menu actions, and by default, a page will be set at standard behavior. Now what that means is if I go to our live site, I can click on what's new, it will actually take you to the page itself. Now if we try and click on amenities, see how we don't go anywhere. That's because if we look at the back end of our website and we select amenities, we have this set as an inactive menu item, meaning that it is showing on our navigation, but we can't actually click on that. Instead, it just provides us a drop-down where we can actually click on the child pages instead. Okay, back to what's new. And lastly, we're going to look at versions. Think of this as your big undo button. In here, we will find our last 10 saves and publishes. Anytime you save, it will be marked by a decimal point. And anytime you publish, it will be marked by a full number. So keep in mind, as you are working on your site, you don't want to save too often, just in case you want to roll back to one of these versions. So for example, maybe you've made your first publish, and you've shown your boss, and he thought it was great. Then you go in, make a few changes, publish that, and your boss says he actually likes the first version better. All you have to do is click on this little arrow to roll back to that previous version.